Metro Chicago Sports Summer basketball action. The second of the home games in conference play between the new Trier Trevians and the Glenbrook North Spartans. Glenbrook North won the first of the meetings, making them a contender for the Central Suburban South title this year. Trevians won the opening draw. Tyler Van Gorp doing the honors. Trevians with the basketball. And the fadeaway jumper, no. These teams could well meet again down the road in the playoffs. They're going to come in the top four in the sectional, which will be back here on this floor. Feller gave it off. Kick back out high. Smith goes for the three. No. And the push-off foul, I believe. Now the inbound. On the rotation for the Spartans. Glenbrook North. Glenbrook North a little bit larger than half the size of New Trier. With this battle for first place in the Central Suburban South. Big crowd on hand tonight. And they opened up the stage gym. Canelos. Canelos drives, kicked it back out high. Smith gave it to Feller. Feller strong arm, no, but he got fouled. And Logan Feller will go to the line. Missed the first. And missed the second. And Tyler Van Gorp's size helps him bring down the rebound. Canelos. Kick back out to Smith. Canelos. Drives into the lane, and then again kick back out to Smith. Smith and traveling. And then once again, we've got a slow start to this one. 5:44 left to play in the first quarter. Spartans. And outside, no. Knocked away. Last touch by the Trevians. And New Trier will inbound. Canelos. Feller. Fagan. Canelos to Feller. Kick to the side, back up top. And again on the rotation, Fagan. Fagan drives to the basket, up and in. And Trevians lead 2-0 and almost half the quarter before somebody scored here. Up top, going for the three. Heavy. And Van Gorp chases it down, gave it to Canellos. Canellos into the paint, gave it a backdoor, and Van Gorp for the deuce. A shot, no. Feller to Canellos, who tries to cross the timeline, going for the back door, and a little bit overlight on the pass. Ian Brown checks in for Tyler Van Gorp. And zigzag play, but Spartans got it. Retained it. And the deuce. Nope. Logan Feller. Feller back in. Got the guy to fall down, then took the shot. And just couldn't get it to drop on the floater. Going for the three. No. Put back. Yes. Canellos. Canellos drives to the basket. Wide open is Smith. Goes for the three. No, didn't have enough arc to it. Put back. No, but the foul. And Jake Fegan will go to the line for two. Yeah, got them both. Glenbrook North with the basketball. Early on in the going, first quarter. Into the paint. Back top, going for the three. No. And the foul on Brown. Now looking for the inbound. Inbounded. Up and count it. And the foul. And short on the shot. Fagan. The jumper, no. Spinorama and the deuce. Canellos. Yoshitani just into the game, gave it off, and a three spot. by Logan Feller. Into the paint, back to the outside, back up top. Yeah, run and gun, but traveled. You know, one of the things about, I was just thinking about this, about a big school versus small school, and the fact that when a small school has a good couple of seasons, it doesn't necessarily correlate, because when you, as Fegan, swishery for three, as you graduate players, you don't have the same talent pool, so to speak, that a larger school has. But I mean, by school size, it's a little bit of a misnomer, because a school like Glenbrook North is up and in for the deuce. Trevians lead by 8. Because, for instance, you say, well, Glenbrook North is a small school. Well, yeah, for the Central Suburban South. But, I mean, they still have over 1,000 students. So the numbering is compared. But you see, you compare it to New Trier that has, say, 4,000 about. You know, it gives you the sense of, well, you've got so many more kids to draw from, but that's not really, you know, as compared to other schools. And anyway, we're done with the first quarter here. And the new Trier Trevians leading this one. Glenbrook North has inbounded it. What I was talking about before the end of the quarter, Glenbrook North, they complain, you know, for instance, in the football, on the lack of numbers and whatever. They're 2,000 less than New Trier, almost exactly 2,000 students less than New Trier. So they're basically half the size of New Trier. But, you know, you take a look, and sports success-wise, they've had a lot of success in a lot of the sports. It's kind of hard to compare yourself, though, for Glenbrook North to compare it against New Trier, because, of course, New Trier has had tremendous success in all the sports. Yeah, swishery for 3 for Jake Fegan. Anyway, getting back to the game itself, I spoke my piece on that one. Glenbrook North with the basketball. Trevians with the lead. Of course, you know, you talk about going back to Van Gorp with the rejection, now in tight, and got it over him this time and in. You know, you say, well, Glenbrook North people frequently complain about, you know, we can't compete against the bigger schools. Yet Glenbrook North has had more success in basketball than New Trier has. Of course, it's been a number of years now since they have had that success. The same holds true, actually, for New Trier and their end of success. Yoshitani out high. Although 2013 they made it to the Sweet 16, or to the Elite 8. Lost to the state champion Simeon. Trevian lead at 9. And going for the deuce. Yep, or 3, make it. Canelos. Up top. Van Gorp. Fall off the ball. I was saying illegal screen. Okay. And missed everything. Canelos. And Ian Brown, nope. Yep, and no, but he got fouled. You know, looking at that crowd over on the other side, thinking back, biggest crowd, largest crowd to ever watch a basketball game was here at New Trier West, or Northfield, if you will. And it was an East-West sectional championship game. Here, the crowd estimate was, well, they say 5,000, but I think it was probably closer to 4,000. And, of course, those were the 4 years that a New Trier team went downstate, went to Sweet 16 or the Elite 8 4 years in a row. And a foul on the reach-in. 4-point Trevian lead. 4:08 left to play here in the first half. Kick back top, going for the 3. Make it a 2. Ian Brown with the basket was a deuce. It's hard to tell where they're standing from this angle. Because of the size of the crowd, that's why I had the opportunity to set up on the stage gym. That's why we are shooting from where we're shooting here. Van Gorp checks back in for the Trevians. Going back with another part of what I was kind of talking about. Isn't the size of the school, it's the quality of the program. Well, you know, what your nice save by Fegan. And traveling, that's a little obvious. A little bit of happy feet. You know, if it were simply the size of the school that dictates, you know, the fact that Trier is that Glenbrook North's half the size of New Trier, that makes a big difference. Then why isn't the largest school in the state even known for sports? In fact, the largest and the second largest now have both had difficulties with teams. And shot no. Yeah, last touch by Logan Feller. It's Morton High School, Berwyn Cicero, and Waukegan. Yeah, up top, floated one up. I think Trevian's got a little hand on that. Out of bounds, last touch by the Spartans. Trevians will inbound. Very first varsity basketball game here in this gym was in 1967. Up and no. And I don't know where my records are. Swishery for three, so I don't know who they played, who New Trier West played in that first game. I know the players, but I don't know, and I don't know who won or anything like that. And they're calling it a player control foul. Yoshitane checks in. I got to keep my sound down here. I got Coach Malnati down here in front of me. Up top. And in and out. Nope. Yoshidani. And going for the three. Nope. Well off. And Trevians have run in a little bit of a dead spot here. Well, the Spartans will get back in this one a little bit. And going for the three from the corner. Nope. Spartans got their own rebound. Try another three spot. No. And they'll get a third shot at a basket on this end. Would be the assumption. Whoops. I guess the Trevians touched that. Going for the three. No. A brick. And we're at halftime. So, at halftime, the Trevians lead by 3, I believe. I believe. Yes, 1916. Trevians inbound to start the second half. Canelos now in for Fagan. Fagan double teamed. And Tyler Van de Gorp drives the baseline, puts it in. Trevian lead at 5. Put it in the paint, back up top, going for the three, no. And New Trier basketball on the out of bounds. Canelos Canelos. And going for the underhanded layup. Had it knocked away, out of bounds to the Trevians. Jake Fegan will inbound it. And traveling. Yeah. Feller had a little happy feet in there. Spartans with the basketball. Glenbrook North's a young team. They've got a couple of years ahead of them of some pretty good chances here. That was blocked by Van Gorp. Helps to be 6'11". There's a shot, no. Back up top. Nope. And Van Gorp with the rebound. Canelos. Canelos into the paint. Took the shot and shot it short. Rebound up, no. And Trevians got the rebound again. Try again. And third time's a charm. Trevian lead at 7. Up top. New shot, no. Coming back. And traveling. That was because of the reach in there. Kept the feet going while he didn't control the basketball. He had the basketball, but kind of held it. Into the paint. Deuce, no. Attempt, no. And stolen, but basically blocked the inbound pass is what really happened. The saved pass. Better way to describe that. And the deuce attempt, no. Off the fingertips, right to Fegan. And Fegan, they didn't call a foul. Up, no, but foul this time. I think Fegan was a little upset that they didn't call it on him. That he didn't get the free throws. We're at the home of the Cowboys and then the Trevians. It was actually a New Trier West teacher who suggested the Trevians as the new mascot when the two schools went back together. And Tyler Van Gort finishes it off. And a timeout taken here as Glenbrook North dead spot. Trevian lead at 7. And stolen. Up and no, but the foul, and Evan Canelos will go to the line. I'm surprised they're letting those photographers, I assume they're photographers, sit there under the Trevians basket there. There was some rules about that, I thought. In fact, I don't even think it looks like they're just fans that are sitting there. No, there are photographers. Okay. Canelos with the rebounds, with the free throws. And the shot, no. And right back comes Canelos, hands it off. Fegan. Fegan goes for the three, heavy. Out of bounds. Last touch by New Trier. There isn't a lot of room. Ian Brown checks in. There isn't a lot of room in this gym behind the basket, so I'm surprised that they allow these guys to sit out there. Sloppy play picked up by the Trevians. Up and no. Put back, no. And jump ball. And that'll be Spartans' possession on the alternate possession. Yeah, I want the old jump ball where it actually is a jump ball. In that case, it'll be right at the free throw stripe if the old rules. I'm showing my age to remember those. I assume that was the reason that they switched to the alternate possession jump ball is speed up the game. Up top. Now backing in, tried to get the shot, did so, got it. Canelos. Foul on the floor as Jake Fegan got run over a little bit. .246 or so, is that? Trevians will inbound. Feller gave it to Canelos. Canelos walks it across the timeline. Fegan, Feller to Fegan. And Fegan shot short. He's having a little trouble tonight scoring. Driving a run and gun, and that was stripped. Trevians come back the other way. Canelos got fouled. And are they saying it's on the floor? Yep. Foul was on the floor, not during the act of shooting. Canelos, now Smith to Canelos. Canelos gave it to Fegan, who drives the lane and puts it in. You know, low-scoring game tonight. And the bump tried to draw the foul, no, stolen, and put back in. Canelos. Canelos. I think. Was that Yoshitani, I think. No, it was Canelos. On the side. Dished off. Smith. Swishery for three. And minute 10 left. Trevian lead at 10. Minute 10 left in the third quarter. Trevian's lead is 10. And an errant pass taken by Fegan. Canelos. To Smith. And I think Trevian's going to try and hold this for the last shot of the quarter. Canelos. Rotating it around. Smith, whoa. Stepped on the line. Out of bounds. No, they're calling a foul in there. Down to 20 seconds left to play in the quarter. Trevians with the 10-point lead. Spartans with the basketball. He shot good at the buzzer. And the Trevians lead by 8 as we go to the fourth quarter. The inbound by the Trevians, and we're underway with the fourth quarter on this one. And going for the three. Switchery for three from Smith. So Kobe Smith. Gives the Trevians 11-point lead, trying to answer wide left, and they're saying a foul. I assume when a player goes down hard, they're going to call a foul on somebody. It's hard to tell exactly what happened there because of spatial distance. And perspective. Up top. And going for the three. No. Feller with the rebound. Give it to Canelos. Canelos will bring it across the timeline here on the near side. Fegan. Canelos. Rotation. Up top. Feller. You know, one of the things when you get into heading towards the playoffs, the concept of where you play actually has something to do with it. By that I mean, if you're a north side team, your run to the playoffs was quite a bit different than the south side team, as Feller drives the lane and puts it in, strong arming it. And by that I mean the reality is, it looked like he traveled and they let him get away with it. Up and in with the deuce. That the number of teams, the competition isn't as deep in the north suburbs. Up and in on the deuce on the putback by Tyler Van Gort. Into the paint, run and gun, deuce. Canelos. It's still intense. Obviously, you still have to win the game. It doesn't matter what the depth is, but I guess what I'm really saying is that the north side playoff picture, stolen, and in for the deuce. The playoff picture is a little easier in the north suburbs because you know what 4 or 8 teams are going to be sort of the teams that are going to be there. I mean, they still end up having to play each other generally, but Canelos. And Trevians take a timeout. He got hung up along the baseline. Trevian lead at 9, 4:07 to play in the fourth quarter. Inbounded. Fagan gave it to Smith. Smith had his pocket picked and blocked. That was Fagan that did the block. Canelos. Up top. And up and no. Put back. Yes, count it. And the foul. And Jake Fagan will go to the line with a chance of 3-point play the hard way. And got it. On the side, going for the long distance three. Missed everything. And the derision from the new Trier student section. Canelos. Nice job by. And now they're double teaming the ball here. Trevians had a little trouble getting it across the timeline on the press. Trevians up by 12 here. Fagan dished it off, gave it back to Fagan, and Fagan traveled. And steps up, takes the three, heavy. Trevians with the rebound, and then the foul on the reach-in. And I think Jake Fagan will go to the line for the one hand. No. We're not there yet. And again, timeout. .231 left to play, 12-point Trevian lead. Left to play in the fourth quarter. We could go overtime. And the push and the foul. Trevians will go to the line for the one and. Kobe Smith. Gets the first. Gets the second. Backdoor. Tried to scoop it up. No. Put it over the rim. Trevians with it. And backdoor run and gun. Count the basket and the foul. And Kobe Smith will go to the line. As the Trevians spreading it out here in the final winning moments of this fourth quarter. And the three-point play completed. Yeah, not going to. And a foul. Can also go to the line. From the Glenbrook North's perspective here, you're not going to win a lot of games if you only score 30 points. At least not in the Central Suburban South. And the wholesale substitution time here as Trevians lead by 17. And Canelos will shoot a pair. Or, I guess it's one and. I thought we were at the super bonus, but I guess we're not. So, Cooper Monroe's checked in. Yoshitani. Lemaster. Finnerty. And came back to Canelos because he happened to be still standing at the charity stripe. And yet another foul. And Will Lemaster to the line. And Ari Stecker checks in. Misses the first. Missed the second. Trevians lead 48-30. Missed everything, out of bounds. No Trier basketball. And now Glenbrook North following suit here with the substitutions. But this is a surprise that New Trier would do such a number on Glenbrook North. Glenbrook North beat New Trier at Glenbrook North not all that long ago, a couple of weeks ago. Up and no. But that's why you play the games. You don't expect a team to collapse, and that's basically Glenbrook North here. New Trier has strengthened as they've gone along through the season, making themselves into playoff contenders, high, important playoff contenders. Eli Garber, Simon Rozak, and Simon, I said Rozak. Garber, Nick Hilscher, that was the one I missed. Up top, in the foul. And Glenbrook North just desperation fouling everybody here. Gets the first. Cooper Monroe at the line. Got them both. Going for the trade. No. Got their own rebound. Put it up and in. Got the deuce. And that's going to just about do it here. And we're completed. New Trier Trevians do a little stomping music here tonight over the Glenbrook North Spartans, 50-33. Join us for our next sports action here on the network. The New Trier Trevians playing cross-conference Niles North. And for all of us, we say as always, thanks for watching and so long, everybody. This has been a Metro Chicago Sports Network copyrighted presentation, all rights reserved.